Hey guys, I'm super excited to talk to you about spoilers for House of the Dragon episode 2. I can't wait to spew all my thoughts. If you guys saw my spoiler-free review earlier this week, you know that I was having a very hard time keeping some things below the surface, but now we can talk about it because it is out. So let's do it. Let's dive into it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Okay, guys, House of the Dragon episode 2 for me felt like peak Game of Thrones because of all the deceit and the lying and the subtlety of it all. The literally everyone, I guess not everyone, but most of the people trying their best to vie for the throne, right? How do we get the king to marry someone in our family so that we can set our family up to have the power for the Iron Throne, whether we're just flat out telling him he should do it, or whether we're subtly sending someone into his bedchamber at night to like fix his broken dragon, okay? Which sounds like it's a metaphor for something, but it's not. She literally just takes his broken dragon and brings it to the stonesmiths to fix. But you get my point. That ended up being the right thing to do because that's where he ended up, right? That is where, that is who he chose, right? Which I guess I kind of saw coming, and I really do think, I don't know what's going on with her and Rhaenyra. I don't know if it's just a friendship or if there's some kind of love bubbling under the surface, at least on Rhaenyra's side, because she seemed very upset when her father chose to marry her, and possibly is because like, yo, that's my best friend. But I'd also be a lot happier with my dad marrying my best friend than a little 12-year-old girl that literally had to talk to him about betting him in 2 years. That's disgusting. Like, that part creeped me out, and I think it creeped him out. So that at least made me feel better that he was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, listen, in Game of Thrones, in that time, right, in this era, we have like child brides and child husbands, and kids get married and they marry older people, and I get it. But like seeing that conversation of them walking through the garden, talking about like, I will produce you lots of heirs, and she's 12 and she looks like she's like 8, like, ugh, that grossed me out. That was disgusting. Probably because I have 9 and 10-year-old daughters. 9 and 11. She's 11. 9 and 11-year-old daughters. She just turned 11. Leave me alone. And that grossed me out. It kind of disgusted me a little bit. It was a little too much. And I love disgusting, and I love, but that's a little too far. When Matt Smith stole that freaking egg and was all like, oh, my whore's pregnant and I'm gonna marry her. That's not really how he put it, but that's basically, let's be honest, that's how everybody else put it. And then he was lying when it was revealed that he was lying. And the fact that she stood up to him and she was mad, she was like, I made sure I was never gonna have a baby. First of all. Second of all, like when she goes, oh my God, what did she say? She was like, I've been sold as property more times than I can count. I was like, oh, this poor girl. But I'm excited to see more of her. She's fiery, she's spunky, and I think she's a great match for Daemon. So I'm interested to see their dynamic through the rest of the series, the season. Hopefully neither one of them gets killed for a little while so that we can enjoy that, because I do like to see them butting heads. But the fact that Rhaenyra showed up and was all like, yo, uncle, you're living in my house. I'm the one who took you being heir from you. So you know what? If you want to just kill me, just do it. Like, why are you putting on this show? She put him in his place. And that is what, like, I felt like Daenerys vibes, right? Like, she felt like Khaleesi there. It was very much like, okay, yes. And I love me some Dany, some Daenerys. She's one of my favorite characters of all time. So I loved seeing that side of her come out, and I liked that she went there against her dad's wishes. Like, she's ballsy, and she was like, I am gonna prove that I should be the heir, and I love that about her. I love it. And even when she's like, Dad, I understand, like, yeah, you need to get married, go ahead. I don't think she was expecting it to be to her best friend. Actually, I know she wasn't expecting it to be to her friend. She was expecting it to be that little girl, which is disgusting. But it's just, it feels like there's more things at play here, and she's calculating things out in her head, and she's making the right moves. And that's very Daenerys, I think. And again, this is like peak Game of Thrones. Like I feel like this is a chess game, and all the pieces are being moved into place for something truly epic to come later on. Loved getting to see the dragon, even if just for a little bit. And of course, there wasn't a lot of action in this episode, but for me, that's okay because I think it was important to focus on the plot and focus on all of these strings that are happening, all of these little things that are coming together. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited for episode 3. Hopefully we do get some action in that one. But what we got in this one was great. It was fine action-wise, but I think I liked this episode better than the first episode because it's really setting up for some crazy things. And then when we get to the end, and we get Daemon being approached by the scorned man, so we might as well call him scorned because he's so mad that his little baby girl didn't marry the king. Again, disgusting. But it sent shivers up my spine. It almost made me sick to my stomach. That was a little too much for me. Even though I knew it was coming, it still grossed me out. But anyways, I like seeing the two of them together. Now they're going to plot against the king, of course. So this is where we're really setting up for war. We're setting up for more deceit, and it's Game of Thrones, baby. It is a Game of Thrones. I'm excited to see what the future of House of the Dragon holds. You guys let me know your thoughts on episode 2 down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my reviews for future episodes of the season. As this whole season goes on, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Hopefully we get multiple seasons. I'm already all in. You can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Be sure to follow me over on Twitter, Instagram, and yes, now TikTok. I'm MamasGeeky over there, MamasGeeky. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.